Welcome to the Explainer. All right, today we're cracking open the latest earnings presentation from BlackRock. We're going to focus on what CEO Larry Fink had to say because he laid out a really powerful blueprint for where the world's biggest asset manager is headed next. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at their insane growth. Then we'll get into this one BlackRock idea that's driving everything. From there, we'll jump into what they see as the next big thing, tokenization. And we'll wrap up by seeing how they're trying to, democratize investing for all of us.
Okay, let's just start with the headline number because it's a monster. BlackRock pulled in $205 billion in net new client assets. And get this, that's just for the third quarter. I mean, talk about serious momentum, right?
But, a number like that, as huge as it is, it really doesn't tell the whole story. The real story, the interesting part, is how they're growing. And it's probably not in the way you'd think.
Yeah, so Larry Fink came out and basically said, look, this isn't just some lucky quarter. He sees this momentum as a real validation of these long-term bets they've been making for years. And the key thing is, these bets are now starting to pay off big time, and not just in one little corner of the business, but across the entire firm.
And you can really see that broad-based growth right here. I mean, look at this. It's not just one engine firing. It's everything. You've got their systematic franchises, private credit, even their big push into digital assets. And yeah, even the stuff you'd expect, like cash management. They're firing on all cylinders. And that diversification, well, that's what makes this growth so powerful. Okay, so a big question is, how do you keep that kind of momentum going across so many different areas? Well, a huge piece of the puzzle is this philosophy they call One BlackRock, and it really comes to life when you look at how they handle acquisitions. Fink was really clear on this. He said they don't operate like a collection of separate little shops. No, when they buy a company, they don't just, stick it on the side. The whole point is to fully integrate it, to make it part of the mothership, one single, seamless BlackRock platform. And they've got a whole playbook for this. It's pretty simple, really. Step 1, buy a company to get new skills. Step 2, bring those teams completely into the fold, make them part of the BlackRock culture. Step 3, plug everyone and everything into their massive tech platform, Aladdin. And then step 4, go to clients with a single unified solution. It's all about that integration. And hey, this isn't just some corporate jargon on a slide. It's actually working. I mean, look at their two big recent buys. You've got GIP in the infrastructure space. They've already raised the biggest private infrastructure fund ever. And then there's HPS, doing private credit. They're pulling in $1 billion in new money every single quarter. That's just wild. So yeah, the One BlackRock thing, it's delivering the goods. All right, so they've built this massive integrated engine. The next logical question is, where are they going to point it? Well, Fink made it really clear what he thinks the next frontier is: tokenization. The idea of turning financial assets into digital tokens. He thinks this is going to be a huge, huge shift. And the picture he painted is pretty wild. Think about it. What if you could manage everything, your stocks, your bonds, your crypto, all from one single digital wallet? No more jumping between different apps and platforms, just a seamless way to move your money where you want it. That's the future he's describing. And why are they so excited about this? Well, the opportunity is just massive. Right now, today, there's something like $4.5 trillion just sitting in digital wallets globally, and BlackRock sees itself as the one to build the bridge that connects all that traditional finance stuff to this new digital world. This isn't some sudden pivot for them. They've been laying the groundwork for a while now, piece by piece. They launched crypto ETPs, they're managing reserves for a major stablecoin, their own tokenized fund is growing like crazy, and it's all building towards this grand vision. What if they could tokenize their crown jewels, the iShares ETFs? But here's the thing. Fink really emphasized that this isn't just about cool new tech. For him, it all comes back to BlackRock's core mission, something they've been talking about for years, and that is simply to make it easier for more people to invest, to open up the capital markets to everyone. And he's got a pretty good example to back that up, right? Their own iShares business, it just passed $5 trillion in assets. And it got that big because ETFs completely changed the game. They made investing way more accessible for the average person. So in their eyes, tokenization isn't something totally new. It's just the next chapter in that same story. And they're taking this idea of access all over the world. Take India, for instance. They've got this joint venture there with a really simple but kind of profound mission: help turn India from a country of savers into a country of investors.
And they plan to do that by building products that actually work for people there.
And it's not just about emerging markets. This focus on the regular person, the individual saver, is happening right here in the US too. They're trying to figure out how to put lifetime income options into retirement plans. And, this is a big one, they're pushing to open up private markets. You know, the stuff usually reserved for the super rich, to everyday people with a 401k.
So, what's the big takeaway here? When you connect all the dots, you see a strategy that's all about blowing things up and opening doors. I mean, they did it once before, right? ETFs completely changed investing. So the question that Larry Fink kind of leaves hanging in the air is tokenization going to be their next revolution? Will this be Act 2?